Happy Sunday night, everybody. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Bit crazy here, but still pretty awesome. So tonight, I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about how to do Disney with kids while keeping your sanity and saving money. So, for those that don't know me, my name is Lisa. I am a huge Disney fan and I'm raising my kids. Hi, Dan. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am raising my kids to enjoy Disney. My son, the first time he went, was right around the 1 year mark, like probably a little over 1 year old. My daughter, I think the first time she was 3 weeks old. And so I want to talk to you guys about, I'm a single parent, so it's me and my two crazies, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And we're going up next weekend, Easter weekend. So I thought, why not share some of my tips with you guys? Because some people go all the time, some people have never been, and some people are afraid to go. And I want to tell you, I understand all of it. And so I want to give you guys some tips so you can keep your sanity and save some money. So one of the big things that a lot of people like to do at Disney is pin trading. And pin trading can be very, very pricey if you decide you want to start doing it at the park. So let's talk about ways to save money when it comes to pin trading. So you can buy the lanyards at the park. They're like $15 for a lanyard, I think. And then each pin more than likely is going to be between $9 and $15 for each pin. But if your kids are really interested in just doing the whole experience, you can go to like Walmart, Target, Party City, a lot of different places, and you can get a Disney lanyard, right? Because a lot of people use the pin lanyards when they do. And you can get them for like $5. And so that is a good way to save money. And one of the things that I found was on eBay. You can buy lots. So, and I don't mean lots like a lot, but you can buy like a group of pins, Disney pins. So pins that people got in the park and, you know, they paid that $9 to $15 a pin, but now they're like selling them in groups. So you can get like, I'm looking at my notes, you can get like 25 pins in a lot, in a little group, for $15. So for the price that you would pay for 1 to 1.5 pins, you can get 25 pins. And you know what? I've bought these before, and I've gotten some that I keep in my collection, and then the rest I use for pin trading. So your kids, they may get something, like if their favorite character is Mickey or Pluto or whoever it is, in that little lot that you get from eBay, and they're all, you know, Disney pins from the parks, and not just Disneyland and Disney World, but the ones in Paris and Hong Kong and Shanghai and Tokyo. So you're getting a little bit of everything, which is also a great experience. And then when you go to the parks and you go to some of the hotels, they'll have pin trading boards, or all the cast members have a little pin trading little pouch with them, and you can trade pins to get ones that you like. So that is a great way to save money. If your kids are like, Mom, I see people doing pin trading, how can I do this? Buy them a Disney lanyard that may not be specifically Disney, right? From like Target, Walmart, Party City for like $5 instead of the $15 you'll spend at the park. Buy a group of pins of Disney pins on eBay for like $15 to $20, and that's a good way to start your pin trading. Then you take those to the park and you trade those at the park. So that's a fantastic way to save money. And so your kids feel like they're being involved and you've saved a lot of money. Another one is to buy glow sticks, or like those glow necklaces and bracelets and things like that at the dollar store, right? And you can buy like a big group of them. Sometimes they have like 25 to 50 in like one of those bunches, and so you're saving money. And then if you have a whole lot of them and your kids are not using them or whatever, you can hand them out to some of the other kids. So you're actually buying them for your kids, but you're also making the day to maybe some other families that can't afford because a lot of those light up toys in the park, I bought one time for my kids, and it was like $17-18, and then it broke on the next visit. They dropped it. So this was a good way to have something that lit up, but yet didn't cost an arm and a leg, and they still felt like they were involved in like having the lights. Another way to save money is you can bring food into the parks. You can bring food into the parks. And so if your kids are picky, if they have like their favorite juice or their favorite chips or their favorite, they'll only eat a certain type of organic apple. Yes. Well, Jen, you are in luck. So I'll give you some tips here, but if you need any other tips, hit me up, because I only live 90 minutes away, so I travel to Disney quite often, and I've been doing it since I was a little kid, but I've learned a lot now as an adult and traveling with kids. But you can bring your own food in. So you can bring like a little cooler, right? I have a little cooler that I bring with me that I keep the kids' favorite snacks, some of my favorite snacks in. Yes, it is an extra thing you have to carry, but they also have lockers, so if you want to keep it in a locker and then go back to it later on the day, that is another way, because the food is very expensive there. But one of the things I posted earlier, I've been watching videos on some of the unique snacks that you can get, and there's some pretty amazing snacks, and they're pricey. I'm not gonna lie, everything at Disney is pretty pricey, but I'm super excited to try some of these things. So I might be doing a video on some of the different foods that I'm gonna be trying while I am there. So we talked about bring your kids' favorite snacks, buying a lanyard at like Target, Walmart, Party City, a Disney lanyard, and then buying certified Disney pins. You can buy like a group of them for like 25 pins for $15 off of eBay. So that gives you a good starting point for pin trading, and then you trade with the cast members and such at the park. And so you're saving so much money, because those pins are normally $9 to $15 a piece. The lanyards are $15 a piece. So you're saving a lot of money if you're into the pin trading. And buying glow sticks like at the Dollar Tree to help your kids get into the glow habit, because those light up toys that they have are like $17 and above, and they break fairly easily. So those are ways to save money at the parks, and so it also keeps you sane as well. And so I kind of want to talk about some other ways to keep your sanity at the parks. One, if it is possible, if it is in your budget, I recommend making this a priority, is staying at either one of the Disney hotels or one of the Good Neighbor hotels that provides transportation to and from the parks, because it will save you so much if you don't have to deal with driving to and from the parks, finding parking, getting to and from, just catching a bus out in front. They do have the mini vans, and so those are vans that look like Minnie Mouse. They're polka dot, that you can take around the parks as well. Of course, there's also the monorail system, but if you can, put it in your budget to stay in one of the Disney hotels. The pin trading, I will shoot you a message after this and kind of give you an idea more about it. If I don't have any right next to me, but I will send you a message and kind of give you some more information on that, because it's actually pretty cool. But if you can, stay on property at Good Neighbor Hotel, because if you're traveling with kids, and let's say like me, I travel, it's just me and my kids. Sometimes I need a break, sometimes they need a break, and it's nice to go back to your room if possible and take a little nap, maybe a shower if it's really hot, maybe go to the pool for an hour. Take that little break away from the large crowds, the craziness, the long lines, and get a little break and then go back, because a lot of the parks will open at like 9 o'clock, and like Magic Kingdom will sometimes stay open until like midnight. And so if you're planning on spending a full day there, it's sometimes nice to take a break. And here's the thing, if you are traveling with kids or other adults and you designate a meeting spot. So if you guys get separated for any reason, like I said, there's large crowds. Let's say you're holding the hand of one of your kids, and somehow because of the crowd you guys get separated. Designate a meeting spot, whether it's the founder statue, the statue in the very middle in front of the castle with Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse, whether it is the castle, whether it's a certain ride. Designate a spot that you guys can all meet if you do get separated. Another idea is to take a picture of your kids in whatever they're wearing, like before you leave the hotel, because if you do get separated and you are talking to a cast member, sometimes your mind doesn't work and you will forget what your kids were wearing that day. You'll be like, I don't know what they were wearing, which is not going to help. So take a picture of your kids before you leave the hotel, and that way if you do get separated, you can pull out your phone and say, this is what they look like, this is what they were wearing. It will save you a lot of headache to try to remember, and it will help the cast members there. They are very good at helping find your kids very quickly. It has happened to me more than once, and I've gotten both my kids back. So, and prepare your kids for the large amount of crowds and the long lines that you'll be waiting in. I know that Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom normally has like a 2-hour wait. I've never ridden it because I refuse to wait that long in line. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom also has a very long line. So that's why if you buy your tickets before you go and you get set, man, I could do a whole long video on this, on the My Disney Experience app, and you load in your tickets in there, you can set up fast passes. If you're staying at a Disney hotel, you can set them up 60 days in advance. So it's basically a reservation on a ride, and you get 3 for a day. If you're not staying at a Disney hotel, it's only 30 days out that you can set those up. So that's another reason why it's beneficial to stay at a Disney hotel, is you can set your fast passes up a lot sooner, like 60 days sooner than before you arrive at the park. So I talked about a lot, but I will say the biggest thing is don't try to do everything in one day. There are 4 parks at Disney World, right? And that's only the 4 main parks. That's not including the 2 water parks. That's not including Disney Springs. That's not including the Wild World of Sports. That is just the 4 main parks. And I would say that if you're coming and you want to visit all 4 parks, you designate 1 whole day for each park. So that's 4 days. And then, so you're talking about you're already talking 4 days there. So, but I want to talk about real quick, I'm going to wrap it all up here. So saving money. So the pin trading. So they're pins, like, you know, the pins like with a little backing on it, like you wear, of all your favorite characters, your favorite rides, different things like that. And a lot of people collect them on like the lanyards. A lot of people, like, you wear at work with like your name tag on it. You can get those at the park for like $15, or you can get them at like Walmart, Target, or Party City for like $5 or less. You can buy a group of pins off of eBay of like 25 of the certified Disney pins that you get at the park for $15. Buy those and use those to do the trading to get the ones that you want. That's number 1. Buy glow sticks at like the Dollar Tree or any kind of dollar store, and use those at night instead of buying those expensive light up toys, which are fantastic, but they break easily. And bring your kids' favorite snacks. You can bring food. I bring water bottles. I freeze the water bottles, and then that way they're ice cold water while you're at the park. Stay on property or one of the Good Neighbor hotels of Disney if you can. That way the transportation's easier. You can take a break during the middle of the day to take a bus back to the hotel and back and forth. It makes it much easier. Designate a meeting spot in case you guys get separated. And before you leave the hotel in the morning, before you go to the park, take a picture of your kids So if you do get separated, you have a picture to show cast members, this is what my kid was wearing, this is what they look like, and that makes it easier for them to radio that information out to everybody around the park so they can help you find your kids more quickly. So, and just don't try to do it all in one day. So, hopefully you guys got some value of this. Jen, I will reach out to you, or if you want to reach out to me as a reminder, because sometimes I have a bad memory. If you have specific questions about going to Disney, certain hotels, certain restaurants, tickets, pin trading, whatever that is, please send me a message on Messenger, and I will be happy to share all of my knowledge with you from, like I said, I've been going to Disney World before there was, let's just say I'm old enough that Magic Kingdom was there before me, but not the other 3 parks down there. So I've been going for a very long time. I have a lot of experience that I love to share because I think everybody should experience Disney at least once in their life, but preferably at least once a year. Me, I try to go at least 4 to 5 times a year, sometimes more. It depends on how I'm feeling. So, like I said, hopefully you guys got some value of this. Thank you so much for showing up, Mike. You like my background? It's a pretty basic background. Are you talking about the pink and the purple? I love this filter. I don't know why. I feel like it makes me look like I'm glowing. But if you guys need more information about anything about Disney, send me a message on Messenger, and I will be glad to share with you. And don't worry, next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you will be seeing pictures and video from Disney as we go for the Easter weekend. So have an amazing rest of your night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.